Hey guys, it's James. What's up? I thought I'd just share with you a quick important recipe that I get asked about a lot, and it's my vegan Caesar salad dressing. And it's super easy to make. I make it in my Vitamix blender. I've got the small size blender here. It's not very easy to make it in a big size, and it's not easy to make a small amount of this, but you'll have enough for like 2, 3 salads. And you can always use this dressing for other things besides vegan Caesar salad. You can use it for veggies and dip or spreads for wraps or whatever comes to mind. It's actually a really good, versatile, nice lemon sort of garlicky good recipe. And here's all my ingredients. I've already got some romaine lettuce in the big bowl here, ready to go. One of the great things about this dressing is you don't need to worry about drying the lettuce. Just leave it a little bit of water in it, because it's got water in the dressing anyhow. It just helps to make it spread a little bit easier. Alright, so I'm going to get started. One of the things that goes into this is optionally a little bit of shallot or red onion, and certainly not optionally is garlic. Now the thing with the garlic is that you want to buy garlic that's not from China. Better if it's organic. You don't want that really gross, sharp taste to the garlic where it doesn't have any garlic taste. And if you put in all raw garlic, I'm going to put in a little bit, only raw. You put in all raw, it kind of blows your head off sometimes. It's hard to tell what it's going to be like. I'm going to put some garlic and this red onion as well into this pan really quick. And I'm going to heat it up while I do the rest. And just like semi-cook it so that it kind of takes off the edge of it. As you can see, I've got this microplane. I recommend you get one of those to do your zesting. I'm going to take a good chunk of this and put it in there. And recommend lots of lemon juice. It's up to you how much lemon juice you like, but one great thing about the lemon juice is it keeps it nice and fresh in the fridge if you want to keep this extra dressing for a few days. The other thing you can do is put lemon juice directly right onto the salad before you serve it too. It gives it a really nice freshness. And this little lemon squeezer makes life a lot easier. You don't have to worry about seeds, although I can see a tiny little seed in there, but it'll get pulverized anyways. So I'm going to make quite a bit because I'm making this for my friend Sarah. She's coming over, and she's the one that asked me for the recipe the most. Hi, Sarah. This will help you in the kitchen when you go to make it, I'm sure. Better than my written instructions. And it's vegan, so how do you make a creamy dressing? Well, you can use avocado and blended nuts to make things really creamy. And I use cashews. These are from Whole Foods. Make sure that you buy raw cashews. Doesn't have to be organic or whatnot. The only really important thing is if you're going to be blending them and turning them into a creamy-ish sauce, buy raw ones. It'll make your sauce nice and white. And by the way, you can use blended cashews and water as a creamy base for a lot of stuff. Well, you can see how much I put in there. Quite a bit. Maybe I'll put in a little bit more for good measure. Alright. I can hear my stuff going on over on the stove here. Crackle pot. Turn it down just a smidge. And come back over here. Alright, so what else have I got? Well, olive oil. Really important. You want to put however much olive oil you like, but certainly a decent amount. What did I just put in there? Maybe like 1/8 of a cup? I'd say anywhere between 1/8 and 1/4. If you're making a small amount, 1/8. If you're making a lot, maybe 1/4 of a cup of that. You can always add more. You can always dress your salad with a little bit of it too. This is salt. So I brought out 2 salts actually just to show you. Real salt I use as real sea salt that's harvested from the dry lands, actually the deserts. I think it's in Utah. It'll say somewhere on here. Anyways, don't want to read it right now. But I have this vegetable salt, which actually has organic veggies in it in combination with sea salt, and it's a little bit tastier. I'm just going to put that in there. I use it in so many things. And this is mustard powder. About 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then pepper. black pepper. And you can use white pepper if you want to keep the sauce really, really white looking. I don't really care, and especially because I'm kind of frying up to take the edge off of these things over here. As you can see, they're pretty much done now. They're like uber brown on the bottom. But because they're like partly cooked like that, what's going to happen with them is, just try to drain out some of this oil. I don't really want the cooked oil going in, because cooked oil is not as good as the raw, cold pressed olive oil that I just put in here. Like I'm saying, it's going to take the edge off of the garlic. It has that crazy bite to it when you use a lot of garlic and things. And I used to make it with all raw garlic, and now I think this is a really good way to go. And like I said, you don't have to put in the onions if you don't want to. Alright, so the last thing that's really good to put in here, if I go into my crazy spice drawer, I've got this lemon oil. And you can buy this at Whole Foods. I'm just going to put in about a half of a teaspoon. You could put in more if you want. It adds even more of a lemony taste to it, obviously. And that's pretty much it. The only other thing that you want to put in here is some water to help blend it. And I'm also going to put in a little bit of ice cubes, right, just to keep it not super hot or anything like that once I go to blend it. Alright, move that away. It's making a lot of noise. And steam it up. You steaming up the camera? Alright. So you want to put in just enough water to cover it, really, like that. Stop this. And like I said, I'm going to use my Vitamix. So I'm going to put this lid on. I'm going to take off this top here. And there's my Vitamix. But before I grab that, I gotta grab one thing. My little helper. I forget what they call this. Not important. But you can see what it is. Helps to push it down. So, turn it on. I've got the newer series Vitamix, which is really nice. Put it on puree mode, and it pretty much does everything for you. But you just want to puree it enough until it's super smooth. Okay, here comes the loud part. Alright. It's pressed down enough now for me to just put that lid back on and let it go. Still going. It's getting really, really, really smooth. Alright, brilliant. All done. Vitamix back in the corner. Take this out. And you could just basically pour some of this right over top of there. I'm not going to do it right now because I bet Sarah's not going to be here for another few minutes. I'm going to do it like right before I serve it. Toss some croutons or anything else you want in there. This is great salad dressing for any kind of salad. And yeah, just give it a taste to make sure that it tastes good. See the consistency of it? It's really nice and super smooth. And just keep the rest in the fridge for a few days. So good. So good. That's the money salad dressing. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe to me, James Kelly, on YouTube. You'll see more of these cool vegan, most of the time, recipes and always good tasting things. Okay, bye for now. Signing out from Google Glass. Live healthily. Bye for now.